Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to take a look at Car Mechanic Simulator. I have just been at the junkyard and to a barn, didn't find anything of interest, but I did have this Mercedes Gullwing. It is a 300SL, and does it say the year? It should say the year. Where am I looking? I can't see the year anywhere. But yeah, it's old. It's one of my all-time favourite cars. I believe it came out around about 1954, I think, something like that. It was one of the fastest cars at the time. This is the one we found. Rust is pretty bad on it. It's got the cool Gullwing doors. Interior looks pristine, but no doubt that won't be the case. And the battery's in the boot. Wheels and all that. It needs new wheels and tyres. Surprisingly, the bodywork isn't in bad shape. I'm hoping if I get rid of the rust and give it a lick of paint that they might be in decent nick, but we'll find out. Let's get it over onto one of the ramps. Put on lifter A. We'll start stripping it down. Now, I don't have anything in my inventory at the moment. I think I've just got some plain license plates and that's it. So everything I take off this I am going to try and repair. I think I need to take the gearbox off so I can lift the engine out and put it onto the engine stand to work on it. So we'll go underneath first. Ooh, I was expecting to see more. So that is the worst looking exhaust pipe I've ever seen. Okay, let's go to the drive shaft. We'll just rip that out quickly, and then we can get to the gearbox. What's it asking for? What's that? Accessible from the engine bay. Great. Get this back down, get that starter off. Then we can get the gearbox out, get the engine out, start stripping everything else down. Can I go? This is all what to get into. Right. I am 100% convinced this would be easier to take off from underneath the car. But what do I know? I'm not a mechanic. Get this raised back up. God, if I could get my angles correct. Can I zoom in? No, it hasn't put us on the correct bit. Go on the gearbox there. Right, we can finally get this off. I think I can leave the pressure plate and clutch plate and stuff on with the release bearing just to take that out. So we'll get that off in a second. Whilst I'm here, we might as well take the rear exhaust off if it's going to let us. What's stopping that? Okay, I don't know what's stopping that, because the middle section's gone, so that's surprising. Let's get some wheels off. Caliper next. Get it off, get the pads off, get the disc off. Was it a disc? Yeah, there's a disc. For some reason I thought it was going to be a drum brake. With it covered in rust I couldn't tell if it was the front of a drum or if it was a disc. Hub off. Horizon C. Oh, I remember this. I haven't played this in ages, but I remember it had the little U-bend things here and the leaf spring. Leaf spring U-bolt, and I hated it. This is an old suspension style. I assume. I'm not really massively into my knowledge of cars. I'd like to know more, but a bit of a dum-dum when it comes to it. Right, we'll get rid of that control arm. Can I take that off? Yes, I can. Then we can take the cap off the top of the rear suspension. Right, so we can take that off. Take the spring off. Spring cap off. There's nothing on that side, so it's over to the other side now. Can I get that rubber bushing whilst I'm here? Yes, I can. Oh, and we need to get the leaf spring U-bolts off. No, stop going on to other things. The camera angles are shocking on this game. I really need to get a bit more practice at it. Can we just... No, we can't. I was trying to zoom in there and it just didn't want to let us. Let's zoom out a second. We'll get the shock absorber off. See how much of this we can repair, and if not, I'm just going to replace with new. We're on sandbox mode, so I'm not really worried about money. I am thinking of doing a little Let's Play series on this if you are interested in it. I will I'm fairly confident that I have a save on here which isn't sandbox mode, and I'll go on to that, so that we're paying for things we can see what cars will make profits from and whatnot. But let us know what you think, what you want to see, and yeah, just drop it in the comments below and we'll go from there. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and if you're enjoying the video so far, stick a like on it, or wait till the end and stick one on then. It's up to you. Let's get that off. That should come off now. Right, you should be good to go. Battery's out. Why can't I take the fuel? Oh wait, it's gonna let us take the muffler now. Okay, that was strange that it wouldn't before. Fuel tank, I've got to take out the fuel pump. Then we've got the fuel tank out. We're probably gonna have to buy a new of them ones. Just back out. So that's the full rear of the car. There wasn't actually a lot to it. I thought that strip down was going to take us a lot longer, but at the front, did they just break this, or they put vented on this? It should just be normal. No, they put vented on. Wasn't expecting that on a car of this age. Hubcap. And then I believe there's a little bearing in there that you've got to take out. And we can do the hub. Axle cover, and then it's got to be upper suspension arm. You have to replace, when you fit them you have to put the bushes back on. Bushings back on, sorry. One shock absorber. Front end link. Can I take the knuckle yet? No, I've got to take. So you've got to take the front suspension arm off to then have a floating knuckle, and you can take that off. Perfect sense, eh? Right, let's get the rubber bushing there. So strip down has been a lot faster than I thought it was going to be. We've still got that full engine to go though, and then I have to try and repair all parts and see if we can get see how much we can get out of it that can be repaired. Then it's going to be obviously brand new parts after that. Let's just get this wheel off because it's in the way. It's off. Caliper's on really bad shape, so are the discs and the pads. What was that, 39%? What's the condition of these pads? Question mark. Wheel hub. I don't know. I've literally just done it on the other side. Take the bearing out. What we've got next? Right, so we have the same as the other side. Upper suspension arm. I'll have to take the shock absorber out first. Front end link. And can we take the bottom one off? Yes, suspension arm. Get rid of that knuckle. Steering knuckle. Whoa, why can't I? Ah, that's why I can't, because there's a tie rod. Right, so let's just get that part of the exhaust because I've seen it there. Let's zoom in a little bit. Inner tie rod. Done. Can we get rid of that sway bar? Yes, we can. Steering rack still can't go yet because we need to get this out, so we'll get that rubber bushing there. Then I should be able to drop the full cross member. Steering rack. Oh, we've got something on the other side. Let's just click on that. And inner tie rod. Then we can get the steering rack. Finally, right, that should be the front. I know I can't take that off until I'm in the engine bay, and then I can lift the full engine out. So let's drop it down. Gonna get rid of the hood. Can I take? I can't take the front panels off, but I can take the door, trunk, boot, rear bumper. Is the glass in that? No. Take the rear window out. Take the front window out. No doubt we'll have to replace them. Radiator out. Now I think that that'll come off in one, but I might be incorrect. What is that? Air filter. Oh, has it got them stupid cat? It's got them stupid cat little clips That's the word, clips. I couldn't think of clips. Right, let's get the cover off. Old school looking air filter out of there. Base, right. That leaves you with an engine. So if I go and grab my engine crane, move it to lifter A. It's been pulled out. Can I now? Sweet. So we've got one engine there, all ready to go. What needs to come off first? Alternator. Let's just zoom out a little bit. Can I take these off, then take manifolds? I've never seen the exhaust manifold cover before. I haven't played this game in a long time though, so I've missed out on so much content that came to it. Ignition wires. Spark plugs, six of them there. God, just land on the spot, thank you. And the last one, that was, that took a lot longer than I thought it would. Right, you're going to have a clip on here. I hate these clips, literally bane of my life. Busy cap. Oh, okay. How do we take these off again? These need to come off first, which means that the camshaft bearings need to come out. Let's get that one. Let's just go back over here a second. Done. And the next one. This should be the last one, then I can get the camshaft out. No, I can't. What's stopping us? Ah, it's you. Okay, okay, okay. Can I take anything else off on the top? No. I can yellow, can't I? Can I take the belt off first? And at least, yep. Take the belt off. Crankshaft pulley coming off. Get the water pump off there. I'm really hoping that we can save some of this. Get that timing cover off and have a look under here. So we've got a few pulleys. So sorry, no, that's the crankshaft. That's the pulley. That's sprocket. Can I take that chain off yet? Yes. And we've got that cam gear that I've just got there. Then we can get the camshaft off. One rocker arm. I think there's three. Yeah, there's three. Two. And a third. Take the head off. Let's just get a better camera angle. We're down to the engine block, but I know that I've got parts here that I need to take off, so let's spin it round. Is it going to let us get in? I should have took this off when it was in the car, because I know that there it is. There's the release bearing. Can't really get a good camera angle on it, but we'll get that off. Pressure plate, clutch plate, flywheel. Oil pan on the bottom would make sense, wouldn't it? I haven't drained the oil in this, so if there's any in it, it's going to go over the floor and I'll get billed for it. Let's rotate this. Wrong button. How do you do it again? Engine stand. That'll do me, mate. Right, so we need to get the oil filter off there. What is that? That just lit up green. Mechanical fuel injection driver. Never heard of one of those. Obviously, it's an older car. I did think that this was one of the modern engines in it, but I'm wrong. Shows what I know. Let's get these rod caps off. We'll take, yeah, we can take the piston con rod straight off as well. Oop, Crankshaft bearing cap. I'll take that out whilst I've got a chance to, whilst it's in front of her. And the next one. And as we go, we'll just keep doing this. This is the tedious bit where there's loads of little parts that you've got to get. So we've got like the rod caps here. And I know like these are massive in real life, but on the game they're the smallest of the small. Apart from them stupid little metal clips. Get that rod cap off. Oh, get that piston and Conrad, don't forget about that. I think this is the last one, and then we can take a crankshaft out. I couldn't think of the name there. Crankshaft can now come out, then I should be able to take the block. And there we'll have it. That is the full car stripped completely. Everything that is possible to take out apart from the seats. I thought you could take panels off. Oh, front bumper I forgot there, and lights. Is the indicator class as a light? No, it's classed as body. What about the grille? No, okay. Rear lights. Not there, okay. Let's just go to the bench and start repairing stuff. I'm just going to keep bashing A constantly. It'll repair hopefully the majority of it. I've got my keyboard plugged into the Xbox today, so when it's time to go to the store for what we need, like the car parts shop, we can just type it in, so we're not sitting for ages. But it is going to be a case of back and forth where I can do the car up. And I know for a fact I'm going to miss something, but the aim of it is at the end to have 100% on everything. That's what I'm hoping for. We'll get it painted. I don't know if I'm going to keep it the silver colour, if I'm going to change it to a different colour. Also, when I put the tyres on, should I go with white walls or not? We'll have a look. We'll have a look at the time, see what I'm liking the look of. Right. So, should we work on the engine first? That's ready just to dump in. Yeah, that's probably the best bet actually. Press E to work on part Bobby. Right, so far we've got a block. Perfect. Right. Let's just go in here. Zoom in. Do we have any piston with Conrad? No. What is the other part? I need piston rings. Right. How many do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, isn't it? Let's X for search. Piston with Conrad. And piston rings. So let's just see. Yep, 100 and 100. That'll do me. What about rod caps? We've got 4, so I need to buy 2. What about the crankshaft bearing? 5, so I might need to buy 1. I'm not sure how many hold that in. Ooh, it'd help if I was actually over the part. Come on, here we go. Really bad camera angle there. Apologies about that. That one will do. And I've got one rod cap left. Gonna have to buy another one. Conrad. Right, looks like we've got enough crankshaft bearing caps, so we don't need to buy any more of them. So all of them are refurbished, and let's just put another. Well, it's going to let us. There we go. Piston with Conrad. That's the last one that I've got, and I need rod caps. Or 2, I'm sure that's all I need. I'll double check though just in case. Get that on, and the next one, well, the last one, Sweet, now we've got the oil pan to go on. And that one also was fully refurbished. Sweet. What about the alternator? Did the alternator get fully refurbished? It did. Right, let's just have a quick look. It's on its side still. We've got a water pump. Yes, we have. Doing good so far. Water pump pulley. Right, we need a water pump pulley. I'll come back to that in a second. Did the cylinder head make it? Yes, it did. That's great news. That is what I wanted to hear. I don't think these are going to do the rocker arms. Nope. So, it's a rocker arm i6M186. Oh, wrong button. Was rocker arm, wasn't it? Yeah. And I need 3 of them. I think that was the right one. I've just kind of jumped in when it wants to highlight it. Thank you very much. Yes, that's the correct one. Come on, Bobby. I think I need to turn the sensitivity down slightly. Right, did the camshaft make it? It did, good. Camshaft bearing couldn't have done. Yeah, they didn't. So, we need a camshaft bearing, a cam gear for an i6, and a water pump pulley. So, it was camshaft bearing. That's it there. I think I need 4. Water pulley. Did I spell pulley right? Yes, I did. Right, water pump pulley. It's a basic one there for 15. And I can't remember what the last thing was that I needed. It was a cam gear for an i6. I know you can make a shopping list, but I'm going through this that fast. It's pointless. i3. Cam gear i6 there, $110. Right, so we've got that. Let's install all of this. I only needed 4 of them. I think I bought 5. No, I didn't. I bought 4. God, you'd think I know what I was on about, wouldn't you? Right, let's get that one on. And the last one. Cylinder head. Sweet, that made it. Nice little Mercedes emblem each side. I did not mean to zoom in on that. Can I get the exhaust? I press it properly, Bobby. Exhaust manifold. It made it. Right, so far so good. Let's come over here and have a look. Timing chain definitely wouldn't have made it. So what is it? Timing chain i6M186. Oh god. I'm looking. There's so many different. Right, hold on. Look for the Mercedes badge. M159 there. 159 again there. Mercedes over there. No. What are these? Time and chain shoe. Right, maybe I'm looking in the wrong place. M117. M130. I think it was that one. Fairly confident it was that one that I selected. Yes, it was. Right, have these made it? The time and chain sprockets. No, for an i6. Let's see if sprocket i6. That's the one, and I need 2 of them that I know of. I bet that's not the right one, because the other one had a Mercedes badge next to it, but we'll find out. No, it was the right one. Time and cover. That's made it. Good. Crankshaft pulley. Nope. Is there anything else? What's that down there? Ignition distributor. Right, we'll do the crankshaft first. I'm going to flip that round and have a look at that. Crankshaft pulley. I6. Right, we will get that on. Oh, didn't mean to zoom into that. And if I could go back on the engine, please. Thank you. I don't know what that is. What is it there? I haven't even taken that off. Oh, ignition coils. Right, we'll buy new of them. Don't worry about them. Right, I need some spark plugs. I need 6 spark plugs. So, spark. Five, 6. And did I need a ignition distributor? Did I get the right one? Yes, I did. The rotor made it. Cat made it also. Ah, these stupid clips. Clip B made it. That's the only one I've got, so if that's a... Oh, wait. That's already on. Okay. What's that there? Mechanical fuel injector. Okay, cool. That one can go on. There are no items to work with. Right. We'll get that one in a second. Let's just get the spark plugs out the way. Why did it have to centralise that there at the end? I could have just pushed right and went straight along to the next one. Always puts it back into the centre of the screen when you're fitting a part. I would love a mouse and keyboard at this point. And I've never ever said that when I've been playing Xbox before. Ever. Just going to back up and I'm going to rotate it. This is the right way up. Right, what do we need? What is this? Mechanical fuel injection I6. It's that one. I got it for $510. I was going to say I don't remember taking this off. I don't think it was on the engine anyways. So we have a fuel filter that's needed here. And, sorry, an oil filter. I6, there it is. Get that on. Is that it for this side? I know we've got a fuel filter there, but I need to buy one. Just a standard fuel filter. I need a Serpentine Belt B, I6. Let's search for that now. Oh god, there's loads. Why are they saying Belt A when I'm after Belt B? Looking for a Mercedes sign. Is that the one I need? Buying it anyways. But I'm sure it wasn't. No, it's not. It's just an I6. Right, so... that's it. Idiot. Going for the wrong one, Bobby. Can I zoom out of this? Thank you. Radiator fan B. Okay, that wasn't on it originally either, so... I think that's it. What we're missing down there, I've just seen that. There'll be another Serpentine Belt. I can't remember what one it was. I know it said I6. I think it was Serpentine Belt AI6. So there's a I4, I6B. There it is. Ooh, the cover, did the cover make it? It did. And it looks tacky as hell. Does not look good at all. Manifold, that made the cut. Sweet, that's what you want to see when you're doing cars like this, because they're really expensive. And what we've got there. The throttle, I don't remember seeing that last time. So what is it? Throttle i6 M186. I think that's it for that side. I'm going to leave that until I'm putting the gearbox on. I need a fuel filter. Oh, something going on over here. What are that? Ignition wires. Ah, and I need to buy a new one. So it's i6 M186, the same as before. I6. Oh man, I didn't put a space in. Can I get away with ignition I6? Yes, I can. And it's that one. What is that? It just places on. Okay, okay. Cool, 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 cool. Can I see anything else missing? Because if not, we have a complete engine. Aha. We need ignition coil B and two ignition coil Bs. I'm just going to buy them instead of trying to restore them. Right, we've got them too. That's the engine done. So that's that done. Now we've got to do the tricky stuff of doing everything on the inside of the car. First of all, I'm going to bring over, where's the welder? There it is. Car lifter 1. Right, so that's got rid of all the rust on the body, which is because there's no side panels, it's all one body. That's made it look pretty good. I kind of like the colour of it as well. I'm hoping, let's see now actually. I'm hoping that we can just restore the original doors and boot lid and stuff on it. So far so good. Therefore we wouldn't really need to paint this with them all being 100%. I mean, we're still gonna, but we wouldn't have to. Oh, I moved too far away from it. So yeah, everything has managed to stay standard. What about the front bumper? Did that fix up? Yes, it did. Look at that. Right, let's go to the back and put the rear bumper on. Sweet. We're being lucky with that. The glass wouldn't have made it. Oh, no, 98. No, you're coming back out, mate. We'll buy new glass. New glass all around. So yeah, so far so good. Should I put the engine in? No, I won't. It's going in last. Oh, actually I've got a battery and I don't know what power is in it, but let's see if we can charge it. Yeah, 25%. That can go in the boot. Right, let's click on exhaust. What do we got? Nothing so far. Did the fuel tank make the cut? No, it didn't. What about the rear muffler? No, it didn't. Okay, what about the coil spring rear drive axle? Finally, something. Shock absorbers wouldn't have made it. Nope. What about camera angles? What about solid axle control arm? One of them made it. And we're going to need to buy some rubber bushings. So let's just buy 10 of them now. I'm going to actually buy 20 if I can. Right, there's a small one. Let's buy 10. Buy another 10. Go through so many of these, it's worth just having them on you. Right. We're going to have to buy a lot of parts for this, which is a shame, because I thought we'd maybe get away with refurbing a lot of them. But apparently not. Apparently he doesn't want to give with that. What about the knuckle housing? Well, you made it. That's good. Let's get over here. What about the wheel hub? One of them made it. Okay, it's not that bad then. We'll have managed to refurb a lot of parts. Discs I'm going to have to buy new. Same with pads. What about the leaf spring plate? You made it. No doubt I'm going to have to buy the U-bolts. Oh no, I made 3, so we're going to buy 1. Spring cap? Spring couldn't have made it. When I can highlight it. Jesus, there we go. Right, so I need rear springs. Two of them. I know that I need one of them. I think that made it. I need a leaf spring. I know that. And that's all I'm going to get for now. I need the cap for the top, don't I? Do I have them? No, I don't. Let's just search rear cap. There we go. Oh man, I forgot about the shock absorber. Right, we've got that, so we can get this part built up. When I can see it, there we go. Right, let's buy brake parts. So, I'm not going to mess around. Let's just buy 4 of these in case I need them. They've probably been saved up, but who cares? Brake disc, ventilated. I think that should be everything that I need for now. At least we can get the side built up. Yeah, so we did need pads, obviously. Calipers though, how did we do? Okay, we didn't need to buy a caliper, and we didn't need to buy a cylinder. Oh, let's just get out of that. Right, so that's one side pretty much set up. I need to buy a fuel tank. Where is it? There it is, fuel tank. Wonder if the fuel pump made the cut or not. Yes, it did. Good. Good. Let's see if we can get the battery from here. Oh, wait. It's still on charge. Oh, yeah. I know I've got a spring cap because we bought it earlier. I've got a spring as well. And the shock absorber cap. Yeah, shocker. Let's just zoom out a little bit. Oh, I thought I had one. I must have only got one. Bought that. Let's get this fitted. Get the rubber bushing done. Go through it. I've also got to get the... There it is. Leaf spring plate. And you had one, and I bought the extra leaf spring U-bolt that we needed. Spin around this way. Right, let's zoom out and have a look at this rear Axle knuckle housing. I've got one. Good. I forgot if I'd bought one or not. Wheel hub 3. That's what we need. Bought that. Let's zoom out a little bit. Yeah, it repaired up both rear drive axles. Let's get the caliper on. Then it's asking for the wheels, which is good because that's where we want to be. Let's just get myself underneath the car. Right, what exhaust parts do I need? I need middle exhaust pipe for the 186. So will that work? Yes, it will. What happens if I just search 186 then? Well, I've got the rear muffler, middle exhaust pipe we need, and it must be a different type of exhaust pipe for the rest. Let's get the muffler on. Front exhaust section. Where is it? There it is. $250. Right, let's jump onto the front suspension. I think that's the rear suspension all done now. So, cross member made the cut. Good. Let's get these annoying rubber bushes in. Did the steering rack make it? It did. Good. That's what I like to see. Inner tie rod end. Right, no, we need to buy them. Sway bar. Right, so is that just a standard inner tie rod end? Yeah. Well, inner tie rod. And it was sway bar B, wasn't it? I'm gonna have to check that. Your memory's disgraceful today. Can I zoom in a little bit? Yeah, we can. Gonna just, it's gonna let us. I want to try and catch that rubber bush in there and catch that one, because these are a pain, and if you forget one and you don't find out till the end when you look down the list of what you are supposed to do, and it is a massive pain in the backside. Let's get that inner tie rod end on. Sweet. Glad I bought all them bushes now when you see that. Why have you zoomed in so far? Stop that. Have I got an upper suspension arm? I do indeed. Right, so I need a sway bar front end link B. Got two of them, one for the other side. What is that? Outer tie rod. No, I knew I'd need that. Bought two, so we've got one for the other side. Get that on. What's it missing? It needs a double wishbone shock absorber, and these are knackered. So it's got double wishbone shock absorber, front spring, and front shock absorber cap. Let's just buy new ones. And I'm sure the other one was something front cap, something or other. Yeah. So we will just go over here. whilst that's happening. Oh, didn't want to install. Get back over here. I keep going to separate parts. Didn't mean to press B there either. Right, let's pick that up. I keep going to install. See, I go to the wrong one every time. Might as well get these off so we can get the wheels on fairly quick. Gonna get that front spring. Can I repair the wheels? Nope. Right, I might have to buy another wheel from the looks of it. I want to see how many I ended up with there, because sometimes it glitches. Yeah, I've got 3, so it's the 300SL rim 16-inch AT0. Rims 300SL. It was the 300SL, wasn't it? 300 space SL. Really? I can't remember what size it was. My life. My absolute life. 16-inch AT0. What is this? 16-inch AT0. I'll take it, thank you very much. Right, let's just have well switch here. Don't press that button, Bobby. Let's have a look at the tyre changer, look at install. So the vintage tyre B 185 75 16. I don't know how to add this to my shopping list, but it's 185 75 16. $185 75 16. I think that's correct. We're going to go back and have another look. Yes. So we can get the tyres on. And then I'll crack on with that front suspension. Get that on the rear, just get 2 on the rear, then that's all done. Come on. We've got that out of there, right, so we've got the other side of the suspension. Come on, give us the last one, then we can go and crack on with the car. Put that on, leave that for now. Nice. Starting to come together. I don't like how it says top speed on the tyre though. It is the period correct one that it wanted, so fair dues to that. Let's go back to part mount. Right, it was that side, wasn't it? No, stop looking at that. Let's get across here. That's done. What else is there from this side? I think that's it, apart from we need the knuckle. I think I need one of these. Oh, I don't. I've got one. Do I need a front wheel hub? Nope. Wheel hub bearing. I'm going to need one of them, aren't I? Oh, wrong shop. I'm just going to buy the caps whilst I'm here. See if it's going backwards and forwards. What you want? Good job I bought them because I needed it. Brake pads. Get the caliper on. You know, I bought a set of calipers from my own car to attempt to refurbish them, and I don't have any wheels left, idiot. Attempt to refurbish them, and it was just a terrible idea to attempt it myself. I had a friend that was gonna like powder, he was gonna blast them and powder coat them for us, but I don't know what I'm doing. Get that last wheel balanced. I thought this was the last one that I've got in my hand, but apparently not. Oops. Just jump on the arm. Cross member, sorry. I can't see anything going white on this side. I should really click on something like that. So yeah, so we get to see better. Yeah, I think that's this side complete. So I'm gonna jump on the steering rack, get across to this side. We're gonna do this side, get the wheel on. Right, we need a front steering knuckle C. Get that on, and we're so close to having this car complete. Like, to be honest, I kind of like the colour of it as standard. I know it is just boring silver. Oh, we need a front axle knuckle cover. Thought it was there. Only $20, nice. Yeah, I might keep it silver. It looks pretty cool. I haven't put the white wall tyres on. Now I kind of wish I had it done. But I mean, it's a classic. You don't mess with a classic. If that's the tyres it came with, that's what you put on. Everybody knows that. I mean, a lot of people. I do have to admit, I do like some of the. I don't know what the word for it is, but where they get a classic car and they put all like the modern stuff in it. I think it's cool. I know that it takes away from the driving experience, but if you want the car to look as good as a classic did, but drive as good as a modern day car, power to you, mate, because I'm 100% behind you on that one. Oh god, we haven't put any of this side on. I thought we'd done a little bit more than that. Got a tie rod on. I can't remember doing the sway bar on the other side, but we'll find out at the list at the end. I'm not going to run back and forwards looking. Right. I believe, have I got the last one? Have I got to pick it up? I've got to pick it up. Get this last one on. Push this off the other side. Then we can get the engine dropped in it. Ah, there we go. Had a little mishap there and didn't want to let us do it. I've just seen a brake servo there, a brake pump, sorry. No, it's a brake servo, it is. Let's go over to the bench and see if we can repair it, I think that broke. It didn't, it went to 100, nice. Right, how do I get the engine back in again? Do I have to take it off here? wrong button. You've got to go to engine stand, take it off from crate, and then install. To install engine first, unmount front exhaust section. 88. I bought that and it's already on the engine. And I'm in the wrong angle. We're just grabbing that thing there. Drop it back down. Do apologise about this. We can finally get the heart of the beast put in. Remember, we've still got the gearbox to put on, drive shaft. What is that? Oh, the flywheel. I don't remember taking that off. Oops, wrong button. It's X that you press. I'm sure I left I thought I'd left it on. No, I had to take it off, didn't I, when I fully stripped it down. I knew nothing else was going to have the word pressure in it, other than the pressure plate. Clutch release bearing. Sweet, we've got that on. Now I'm bound to have missed something. I know there's no glass in it at the minute. We'll go and buy that. But other than that, I think that is pretty much it. Let's get some oil in it. Where's the oil cap? There it is. Whenever I'm filling oil, I always wait until the container drops a little bit, hold it a couple of seconds and let go. 9 times out of 10, you're not far off the top. Let's find out. We'll pull the dipstick if it's going to let go. I mean, that'll do me. I don't want to be at maximum, so that'll do me perfectly. Right, we need some body parts. So I need a headlight. Let's just see if I have anything. What is it? W198. So let's go to the body spot. Search 198. And he has everything that we need. So window, doors I don't need. I need that. I need that. I don't know if I bought that one, so I'm buying it again. Where's the right side mirror? There's a left side mirror there, but no right. Does this car not have a right side mirror? Ah, it doesn't have a right side mirror. There's one on the left already there. Well, I'll check the quality of that in a minute. Didn't even have the glass for that in the first place. That one 100% on it. Rear window, again 100%. These tail lights didn't come with it either. I don't like them. I wish you could have them where they are. They didn't have the stupid chrome around it, but I guess that is the look of the car. And whom are to insult the classic. Did I put the rear one in? Yeah, I did. Right, I never took that off, so let's go in normal mode. Did I even need that? Yes, I did. Right, I know that I'm going to find something now that I'm not going to be happy with. Let's move equipment back where you came from. Let's get the battery. That would be a big help. And let's send the clearance stuff over to Bay 1. Right, so we've cleaned that out. Why can't I put the battery in? Is it got to be raised? Them tires look stupid, I think. White walls would look great on it. There's the battery now. Quick gander, can I miss any? Have I missed anything here? Not that I can see. Right. Let's have a look at the car status. Everything's nice and green, but global body condition is sitting at 89%, so what is bringing it down? Air filter base, okay. Radiator, starter, and the seats. And the license plates, I've got brand new ones of them. So, yeah, I forgot the air filter's on the left-hand side of the engine, isn't it? And I took it out afterwards. We're almost at 100% on this one. They're all here right in front of us as well. I missed it like an idiot. Radiator goes on. Air filter base. Right, what is it? M130. Right, I'm just going to buy all of them. So far, it's a good job I did, but it's probably got the cover fixed. No, it didn't. I don't know what clip A and B are. It's probably going to be something to do with the starter. Where is the starter? Didn't I put the starters in? Aren't those them? No. The starter went on the gearbox at the bottom and you had to do it from the engine bay. I remember now. There he is. Is there a clip that needs to go on this? Here's clip A, which means that you don't have a clip A. Okay, okay. Let's have a look now. If it's just leaving the seat, idiot. If it's just the seats, I'm not too bothered about them. But we're sitting. Global body condition is still 89%. Parts condition is 99. Frame condition is 100. Interior is 100. It's amazing that the interior is 100, but when you look at it on the list, it is coming up in yellow. Wanna find it there? The seat. Clip B, I don't know what that's off. Unfortunately, I'm not going to find that. I know there is a way, but I can't quite remember how you do it. If anyone can remember how I select that clip on the list and it shows it in the car, please let us know, because it's going to bug me. I'm not going to change the interior because it looks great. Let me just go in normal mode. I don't want to do that. Oh, I can't open it because it's on the left. Let's move it, because we are pretty much done with it. Stupid oil drain getting in my way. Right, let's close the hood. What it wants to do is, I'm telling it. Do you know, I'm not going to paint it. I'm going to leave it as it is, because that's the way I found it in the scrapyard, and that's the way, well, in the junkyard, and that was its natural colour, and it looks pretty cool. Although on this screen it does look like it's in primer grey, which I know is a common colour nowadays. Let's open it up. Yeah, the interior looks great, which is mental because it's sitting like you would think they'd make it look a bit shabby in here. But no, it looks great. The steering wheel looks great. I would like to have had it in a different colour, considering everything's red and that is the one cream thing. Can I start the car? Well, I mean, I don't think that's what a 300SL sounds like. I think it sounds a lot better than that. But yeah, I'm not going to take this for a spin because this video has went on a bit longer than I wanted to do. It is my first one back with Car Mechanic Simulator and I am finding my feet with the game again, so I'm a little bit slow and I do apologise for that. But yeah, this is the Mercedes 300SL, also known as the Gullwing restoration. Found it in the junkyard, saved it for another day. If you like the video, don't forget to stick a like on it. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification to keep up to date with all the new Car Mechanic Simulator videos coming, as well as with SnowRunner ones. We've got an update in a few days' time coming out that we want to check out for you. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.